I'm back again. I've never seen that happen before. This is the Fast Break Sports Hour, but I have never seen that happen before. So I'm recording here on YouTube Live, right? And all of a sudden, it's like somebody came in right here and touched the damn screen and made it small and then threw it out. That's what I saw. I don't know what you guys saw, but somebody made my screen small, threw it out, and then it took me to Safari where the internet's at. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm back, part two. I'm almost done, but I'm not finished. So you can't throw me out. All right? You're not going to knock me off my game. But I've never seen that. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't know what you guys saw on your side, but I'm telling you what happened on my side. Okay? My screen went, when somebody minimizes it and you got small screen, and then it froze, and then it just went out. That's crazy, man. But anyways, what I was getting to was the college football playoff and some good matchups before I got interrupted by some entity. It's all good. Good job. It didn't work. Alabama versus Oklahoma. And then you got Clemson. Clemson's just always there, man. They just found a way to creep up in there, and they're just hiding. Going against Notre Dame. Finally, Notre Dame gets in this playoff, and they've been waiting for years to get back to the playoff. And they're one of the three teams that's undefeated. The fourth team in Oklahoma is the only team that's not undefeated. Now, when I first saw it, I'm like, what type of bull sugar is this? I don't want to see Oklahoma in here. Oklahoma's going to get their butts kicked by Alabama, which is probably going to happen anyways. I said, did you not see that game on Saturday between Georgia and Alabama? How do you not want to see that again? I understand that was Georgia's second loss. But to tell me that Georgia doesn't deserve to be in that game, oh, you're going to see Alabama's going to beat the you-know-what out of Oklahoma. And you'll be like, man, it should have been Georgia. You could argue Ohio State. You know, I think had you put in Ohio State or Oklahoma over Georgia, it's the same thing. But at the end of the day, Georgia should have been that number 4 team, and they should have been playing against Alabama in that first game. I don't know if it's just one of those things where they're both in the SEC. They don't want to see that game twice. It was a championship game last year. It's probably also one of those things where, hey, you've had 2 chances to take down Alabama and you didn't do it. And now you got 2 losses, so there's no way we can put you in with all these other teams that got 1 loss, because then they're going to question the criteria. What's the criteria here? Criteria is to get the best 4 teams. And to me, if you saw that Georgia-Alabama game, Georgia almost pulled it off, even though Alabama brought in Jalen Hurts because Tua got hurt. So Jalen Hurts comes in doing his Superman, and he had a hell of a game. Think about that. You get pulled from the national championship game because you've been there the whole season last year for Jalen Hurts. And then you get pulled in the national championship game because it's just not working out. And that's when Tua comes out and does his thing. And then this year he just, man, made it look so easy. And then he gets hurt. So you're like, well, you wonder how Jalen Hurts going to come out here and play. Oh, he rocked it. You got to give it up to him for him saying, you know what? I'm still going to stick with this team. I understand this kid is a little bit better than me. When it's my turn to be called upon, I'm going to do my job. And he did. And then some. But again, Georgia should be in. If you're looking at the 4 best teams, there's nothing Georgia didn't do on Saturday that doesn't make you think that they're not one of the 4 best teams in college football. They had Alabama on the ropes. Just saying. But Alabama figures out a way to win games at the end. It doesn't matter how they're the best team in college football. That's why they're the number 1 team. So it's going to be interesting. I think Clemson is just going to, if you think Alabama's going to beat Oklahoma like that, Clemson's going to double that against Notre Dame. That's what I believe. I believe Clemson's going to beat down Notre Dame. And you're going to have Clemson versus Alabama, which is probably a pretty good game. Pretty good game. But Alabama will end up winning this. Alabama's going to be the champion this year. Out of those 4 teams, again, I wish Georgia would have been in. Ohio State, Oklahoma, that's a toss-up. You can do whatever. It's the same to me. So, yeah, that's going to be part of that. It sucks that we got to wait. Okay? And we got to find a way. What the heck's going on? Man, reconnecting. I'm going to keep going. If you guys are watching this, if anybody's watching, is anybody watching? If it's still working, give me a thumbs up. Please. Please tell me it's working. If not, tell me it's not. I guess that gives me my answer, right? That's crazy, man. The clock's still running, so I'm going to talk. I'm almost done anyways. But college football, man, figure out a way to get to 6 or 8 teams. You could do 6 teams. 2 teams get the bye, and then let these 4 teams play. And then you know how that works. Come on, let's be smart. Or 8. Probably won't happen for the next 3 to 5 years, but it needs to happen. Because you need teams like Central Florida to go in there and get their butts kicked so they can shut up. Because they're undefeated for 2 years in a row, and they feel like they should be there. Which, hey, they're undefeated 2 years in a row. I would feel the same way. But let's finish off with my edition of the power rankings of the NFL at this point of the season. Number 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. 2-game losing streak after winning 6 in a row, 7-4-1. And it's not looking good. Luckily, they got the Raiders on the schedule. Man, that's a homecoming game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 10 team, Pittsburgh, man, they got to figure things out soon. Very, very soon. Number 9, the Chicago Bears. Dropped them a couple spots simply because you lost to a New York Giant team that had 3 wins. No shame. I didn't drop you from like 5 to 9. You were number 7. You're number 9 now. You lost. You don't move up when you lose, and you probably don't stay when you lose either. But Bears, you get Mitch Trubisky back more than likely here this Sunday, and prove yourself, and you'll move up again if you beat the Rams. At number 8, the Seattle Seahawks. Probably one of the most surprising teams in football because everyone said this was a rebuilding year for the Seattle Seahawks. But when you got Russell Wilson, man, you have a chance, and he's been showing it. That team's been playing above their sea level, and it's all good. The Seahawks flying high, 7-5. At number 7, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 7, 4-game win streak, and they have been impressive these last 4 games. And they are the number 7 team. Basically because of their record, sorry. They're 7-5. I can't put them ahead of teams that have better records. I did against the Bears. The Bears have a better record, but the Bears just aren't, something about them. I don't know. But prove me wrong, Bears, here soon. And you proved me wrong before. Do it one more time. That's all I'm asking. Cowboys 7-5. I believe they have the route to the NFC East crown, so to speak. And they just got to keep with the recipe, man. Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, there's Amari. That's how it's going to work. Houston Texans, number 6. Yes, the teams that's won 9 in a row. 9-3. At number 6. Yeah, that's where they're at, man. Hey, they beat a decent Cleveland Browns team. This 9-game win streak doesn't have too many impressive wins. I mean, when you win 9 in a row, it's 9 in a row. You can't knock that. Texas is going to continue to get this streak going to 10 when they beat the Colts next Sunday. But that's another story for another day. The Los Angeles Chargers are number 5 because they beat Pittsburgh. And they did it in a crazy fashion on the road. And they're also 9-3. So I think that's a little bit more impressive than the Texans 9-3. Slightly. And if they went head-to-head, I would pick the Chargers to beat the Texans. That's just my opinion, and that's how I feel. The Chargers are number 5. Phillip Rivers looking to get his first ring. New England Patriots are number 4, 9-3, and it's below the radar number 4. I don't hear much about the Patriots lately, and they're probably like, yeah, good. We don't want you guys to talk about us because when we get to the playoffs, we're going to dominate because we got Bill Belichick and Tom Brady in the mix. So New England, 9-3. Number 4. At number 3, the Saints dropped from 1 to 3 because you lost to the Cowboys and they dominated you. You know, not to say that 1 to 3 is because you're a bad. No, you're still to me, I still think you're going to be there in the end. But you have 2 losses. So do the Chiefs. But the Chiefs, they won lately. So the Chiefs are going to jump over you. So I got them at number 2. I don't like their defense. I love their quarterback. Their offense is pretty good. They lost Kareem Hunt. We'll see how that affects them throughout the season. But the Kansas City Chiefs are number 2, and that leaves the Rams at number 1 because they're the only team in the NFL with 1 loss. So they're the number 1 team with 11 wins. Synchronicity, baby, at its best. There you have it. The top 10 power rankings for the NFL. That's all I got for y'all. So until next time, I gave you my prediction. Tennessee Titans are going to beat the Jaguars 16-13 in a very slugfest type game. You like that place, huh? Catch me Friday for the fast break, full force sports hour. I said that backwards, but it's full force. What's going on? It is working. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me here live today on 2 separate occasions because some crazy-ish happened, but it's all good. We're here. Catch me Friday. Full force football Friday. Talk about all the NFL games and see what happens. Thank you for joining me. Peace. Love. I'm out.